Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I appreciate you guys so very much. I hope you're all having a good day. And I know some of us are having bad weather. We are having rainy weather. It's like 45 degrees and it's just raining all day. Not really storms, or at the moment it's not. I don't know what it's going to turn into later today, but right now it's just raining, just a steady rain. And it's cold and rainy, and so I'm just trying to stay warm. But I know some guys are having snowstorms and just like getting lots of snow and stuff. And so I hope you're staying warm and I hope you don't have to go out in the snow. That would be a nightmare for me, but for a lot of Louisianans, if we had to go out in the snow, if we was to get snow, like the whole town, the whole city of Monroe would shut down, and no one would be going anywhere. But that's us, because we're not used to snow, and y'all probably laugh about that. But anyway, we are just getting cold rain. The air is cold and then cold rain, and so just making the best of it. I'm glad I'm not out in the rain, but I know, other people do have to go out in the rain. So, um, yesterday I did not get around to getting a video out. Sunday, I was just going to take the day off. I did not feel well, and I need a day off, just like everybody else. So, that was going to be Sunday, but ended up I did not feel well, and I spent just about the whole day in the bed. And I couldn't have done a video if I'd wanted to. And so then yesterday I had a doctor's appointment, and so I told myself, well, I'll do my video when I get home. Well, guess what? That didn't happen either. Um, I, like I said, I had an appointment at the hospital, and we was there until 4 p.m. And then Big Daddy had a couple errands to run, and I had already taken my medication for my trigeminal neuralgia nerve that runs from like temple down and kind of just branches out across my cheek area. That was flared up, and so I had taken medication for that. And that medication does make me drowsy. I don't know if it makes other people drowsy, but it makes me very drowsy. And I took like 600 milligrams of it, and because I was in like a lot of pain and I just needed the pain to go away. um, and so by the time we left the hospital, I was so drowsy. It was all I could do to stay awake. But Big Daddy had a couple errands to run, so we did those, and I was trying to just, like, yeah, it's okay, it's okay. And I was just like, ugh. And I was trying to hide it from hide it from him that I was just like barely hanging on. But anyway, um, I don't know what time we did get home. It was dark when we got home. Yeah, it was way after dark. But anyway, I went straight to bed. I barely made it in the house into the bed. I had crashed like a long time ago. But I did have a good doctor's appointment. I got a I got I got something. Let me see if I can show you guys what I got without exposing anything else. But I got a new feeding tube, a brand new spanking feeding tube, clean, nice feeding tube. So I did get that. Um, the doctor, it was the surgeon that is also going to do my port. He put in my feeding tube, and so he went and got me one to come back, and he's like, "Are you sure you want to put this in by yourself?" And I said, "Yeah, that'd be fine." And he said, "Well, I can do it for you." And so I was just like, it doesn't matter. It really didn't matter to me. But I could tell he wanted to teach the student doctor that was there with him about it and stuff. So I said, go ahead, that's fine. Well, the one thing about doctors and nurses also, and I know some of you are nurses or retired nurses or whatever, so please don't take offense to this, but it's just from my experience. doctors and nurses, they know a lot about feeding tubes. They know about putting them in. Um, they know the reasoning and all this kind of stuff. They know about feeding tubes, but they don't personally know about day-to-day life with feeding tubes. You don't know about that unless you live with a feeding tube, right? And so he was very knowledgeable, knew what he was doing and everything like that. But um, of course, when he took the old feeding tube out, stomach acid just went everywhere. Like, my clothes were soaked, my wrap that I had on, and it was a brand new wrap that I had got for Christmas. And it was my first day to ever wear that wrap. It was soaked with stomach acid. And let me just tell you, stomach acid does not smell good, okay? It does not smell good at all. And so they were kind of just, they didn't really clean me up right, but they did get it wiped up. But I needed a shower. I needed spray water on there or cleaner or something to get that acid off my stomach, because stomach acid burns skin. You get a chemical burn from stomach acid being on your skin. And if you have an open wound or raw spot, stomach acid burns like you cannot believe. Just a drop of it, and I had it all over me. And so he got the new tube in and everything, and I thanked him. And he was trying to clean it up, and the student doctor was too. And I said, "It's okay, it's okay. My husband can help me." But then my husband didn't even understand what I needed, and so um, I was just like, okay, just help me up and let me go do it. And so I was getting water on it, trying to get all that stomach acid off my skin, and it was all over my clothes. And that's what Jody was trying to clean my clothes. And I'm like, I don't care about the clothes, I need it off my skin. So, anyway, I'm thankful for the new feeding tube. Very, very thankful for that. And we did get my port surgery scheduled for next Friday, February the 3rd. I go on the 31st for pre-op and an EKG, blood work, and all that kind of stuff. And then I'll go back on Friday for the surgery. And so he is going to put that like up in my neck. I have scleroderma. I know y'all know that. I have scleroderma, and it affects my skin, my face, my chest, really bad. And so he doesn't want to put it anywhere where like that might be. So he's going to go up in my neck. So, and I did tell him, I said, you going to put that on the right side? And he said, that's the plan. That's what I always try to do. And I said, well, I just didn't want it on my left side because I sleep on my left side. I cannot lay on my right side at all because then I start refluxing. As soon as I roll to the right side, I start refluxing. So I cannot lay there in that side. So he said, yes, he'll do it on the right side. And anyway, he was a really nice doctor. It's the first time I've seen this surgeon. Usually I just see a surgery team and not so much as a single doctor in the surgery clinic. But he might be new to my hospital, because Big Daddy said when he left out, I said, and what was your name? Because I didn't have a clue. And then he had told me when he came in, but I don't remember things. And then he told me, and then he left out, and Big Daddy said, what was his name? And I told him, and he said, he's a weight loss doctor from Ruston. And I was like, I don't know. And he said, he's on commercials on TV and everything. And I was just like, okay, I don't know. And so I looked him up online, and yes, he is. But I guess he's new to the surgery department at my hospital. I don't know. But anyway, he was super, super nice. I really did like him a lot. And so I'll be seeing him next Friday on the February the 3rd. So, saying all that to say, yeah, yesterday did not work out for a video. And then today, it has taken me all day just to get up out of the bed. Pretty much. It's taken me all day to just get up out of the bed and function. Um, I have, I'm gonna be honest here and just tell you that I have, a lot of health stuff going on, and I have some things going on the past month that I really haven't shared how bad things are, but I do have quite a bit going on, and I know that some people see a fat woman and they think, oh, you need to lose weight. Okay. So, and then some people, when they hear this, they're going to think, oh, good, you're losing weight. Well, losing weight is not a bad thing. If you're trying to lose weight, it's not a bad thing. And also, if you are losing weight a healthy way, it's not a bad thing. But if you're not trying to lose weight and you know that the weight loss is not healthy in the way that you're losing weight, um, it's not a good thing, okay? And I know I'm fat and I know I can stand to lose weight, but I also know that that's just not a priority in my health plan. Like, none of my doctors are like pushing for that. It's not even a discussion or anything. They're actually worried about me, the weight I'm losing, because every time I go to the doctor, I've lost 10 pounds. Every time. 2 weeks ago to today, I lost 10 pounds. And that's the way it is every time I go to the doctor. They're like, you've lost 10 pounds. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. And so I have been really sick and just really weak. And I've had a hard time. I really have. But, it's just part of my health issues and part of my life, I guess. But pushing forward and carrying on. So I've rambled about my health for, a little over 12 minutes now, and I appreciate you sticking with me. But today's video is really about Sophie's Universe blanket that I am working on. I'm working on this blanket each week, and on Tuesdays, I'm sharing updates on how my blanket is progressing. Now, this is not a, like, oh, you have to do this blanket too, or anything like that. You're more than welcome to join in and make this blanket if you would like, but do not feel pressured at all. I'm happy that you just come along and watch my journey and see how my blanket is turning out. And this book is available on Amazon if anyone is interested in it. Just search Sophie's Universe, and the link from Amazon will come up, and you can order the book for yourself. Also, there is a YouTube channel called All in a Nutshell. Oh my gosh. Is it a nutshell? All in a nutshell or something like that? They also have their older videos, but they have a tutorial on this blanket, and so if you have the book and you get stuck, you can refer to those videos. And also, I guess you could do it from those videos. I'm not really sure because I have not watched those videos. I haven't looked at them. I don't know what they're about. But I just know that's what people have said, that All in a Nutshell has tutorials on this blanket. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Okay, so I am not on Facebook. The only social media I'm on besides YouTube is Instagram. So if you are doing the blanket, feel free to tag me on Instagram. I'm llamamamakayla, and that is all lowercase letters, LL. That's 2 L's right there. And then just llama.mama.kayla. So if you are on there and you post pictures of your blanket, feel free to tag me in that post so that I can see your blanket. I would say you could email me pictures and I would share them on a video, but I'm just going to tell you right now, don't do that, because with my health issues going on, I'm barely making a video and getting it uploaded, okay? I cannot do anything extra. I really cannot. Like, one more thing would just cause me not to be able to do the video, okay? That's the truth. I'm doing the bare minimum, and it's hard enough, okay? So tag me on Instagram. Don't email me the picture, because one thing, I'm probably not even checking the email and I won't see it anyway. But I know that I'm not going to be able to edit and add pictures and all that kind of stuff. I'm barely making the video. So I completed part 2 of the Sophie's Blanket. This book is divided into 18 parts, and you can see I'm sticking some sticky notes there so I can find the different parts that I'm currently working on. So in part 2, I needed light green, and this is the light green that I had originally picked out for my blanket. But when I was working on this at 3 a.m. one morning, I was like, that color does not even go with the rest of these colors, because all the colors are bright, pretty, vibrant colors. And then I picked that does not even go. And so I was like, I gotta find a different green. But I did want it to be I Love This Yarn from Hobby Lobby. And so I looked around to see what I had, and I did find a little bit of Limelight in I Love This Yarn. And then I did get a skein a couple of days later. Well, this past Saturday, actually. Big Daddy and I were in town, and he wanted to go to Hobby Lobby for himself, and I did pick up the skein of Limelight. So that's what I changed my green to. They call for a light green, and so that is my new light green. And then the other colors that I'm using on this round is um, Moors, the Moors colors. And so the Moors colors is a purple. And so here is my purple that I'm using, and I labeled it the Moors. So I know whenever I have that color, this is the color that I'm using for that. And then it also calls for Heath, which is a dark purple. And so here is the Heath color that I'm using for that. And then the other color is light turquoise, and this is my light turquoise. Now this round was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This part 2 was 7 rounds. And so I did that. I did my 7 rounds, and here is what my blanket is looking like so far. So this is where I started, was at that limelight green. I did that, and then I did the Moorish color and the Heath color, and then the turquoise. Now, this was one round, and that was one round, and this was, I believe, 3 rounds. Yeah, the Heath color here, the dark purple, that was 3 rounds, and then the turquoise was 2 rounds. So that's all the colors I added, but it was 7 rounds, and I really do like how it is turning out. Now keep in mind, my blanket may, well, not maybe, my blanket is going to be a lot bigger than some of the other people's blankets that are making this, because I am using a 6mm hook, and I was able to use my finger crochet hook with this, and it is a J hook, which is 6mm. Some people are using like a 4 or a 5 or maybe even a 3, I don't know, but some people are using small hooks, and so their blanket is a lot smaller. Therefore, mine, using a big hook, my blanket is a lot bigger, but I'm also going to be using a lot more yarn, and I realize that. But remember, this blanket is supposed to be one that my boys fight over to the death of one of them. So I want it to be big enough to fight over, right? I don't want mine to be little and they'll be like, oh, you can just have that little blanket. I want it to be a big, spectacular blanket. They're like, no, that's my blanket. And so I'm just being silly with that. But anyway, yeah, I did want mine to be a lot bigger because I just like big blankets, okay? I like big blankets and I cannot lie. So next I'm going to be working on this blanket. I'm going to be starting part 3. And let me just count real quick how many rounds part 3 is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is 10 rounds. Now, this blanket isn't very big at the moment, so it'll be fine doing 10 rounds on this. You know, as the blanket grows and gets larger, it's going to take a longer time to go all the way around. And so I will update on Tuesdays on this blanket if I am able at all, okay? I will update on Tuesdays about how this blanket is going. And even if I didn't complete the whole part, I'll still update. You know, even if I get 4 rounds done on that part, I'll still update. But anyway, if you are deciding that you want to join in and make the blanket, it's not too late. This is a jump in and crochet ever when you want to, ever how you want to. I'm only updating on Tuesdays, and so I'm not trying to like just crochet this blanket and get it done really fast. I'm taking my time to enjoy it, and so I'm just doing a part a week, but sometimes I may not finish a whole part, and I may show a partial of that part, and then the next week, who knows what, the rest of that part, or the rest of that part, and some more of the next part, who knows. I'm not putting limitations or guidelines on myself. I'm just going to enjoy working on my blanket, okay? And thinking about my boys fighting over it. Yeah, no, that's really going to happen. But I hope you all are having a great day. Remember, it is a beautiful day to crochet, no matter what you're crocheting on. So tell me below in the comments, what are you working on? What crochet projects on your hooks? I am about to start a granny square project, and so that is something that I'll be starting soon. I was also wanting to start another amigurumi piece. I miss doing amigurumi, so I think I need to just go ahead and start one up. 1 or 2, I don't know. But yeah. So I'm going to gather up my yarn for part 3 and take that to my desk, and I'll just work on this a little each day. And you know, I'm also working on that circle vest, which I have not worked on in days, probably since Friday or Saturday, because I've just had a hard time. I've had a really hard time the past few days, and so I just was not able to crochet at all. Thankfully, I already had this done. But yeah, this is the last thing I did crochet on, actually. So anyway, I'm working on that circle vest. I'm working on my Sophie's blanket. I'm going to start some granny squares just because I love doing granny squares, and I haven't done any in a while, and I miss them. I miss my granny squares. But anyway, guys, I will let you all get going. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye, friends. Come back and visit again. Y'all come back now.